Hello.
Stephen.
Mr. Stephen?
Yes.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
Alright.
How's everything going?
Let's see where you're going.
Quest on Davis.
Oh yeah, okay.
Another ride didn't come in.
Hey?
I said, come on guys, this is like the 8th time the medical people don't work. I said, from now on, I'll say, just give me a Quest or a lift.
Yeah. Normally they give you an Uber or they always give you a lift?
Lyft is the first time I've used them.
Oh, okay.
Because they're paying, so I said, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I should get your name and I'll rather use you all the time.
Exactly.
You speak English. All these other guys, they don't speak any English. I said, oh my God.
Yeah, some of them, they're not the immigrants. Well,
Yes.
I'm an immigrant too, baby.
Me too, but,
Basically.
but I speak English.
Right? Yeah, if you just come from abroad and you just started, often one of the first jobs that they do is driving for Uber.
Yeah, that's good.
It gets them a car, which is important to them, and then
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, not one word of English. You know, if I'm not feeling good or I got to go somewhere else, they can't talk to them. They don't. They don't know.
Yeah.
So now I got a translator in my phone.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. There's a way to get cross road and cut the time down over here. If you go back that way, I forget the name of the road. It cuts straight through, and you hit down to get down to Davis quicker.
It's sending me over. Looks like Lake Wood.
No, that's way too far. I'll show you a quicker way.
All right.
And you can use it from now on. It cuts half the time.
Oh, okay. Gotta wait for this traffic though.
Yeah.
I'm not a Ferrari that can swing into the corners and drifting and all of that.
I used to work on Ferraris.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
For quite a few years.
Oh, really? What did you do?
Everything. Repair engines and rebuild them and race them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, was that in Italy then, or?
No, I was going to go to Italy for some extra training on the brand new ones, and I got bit by a black widow spider, and it gave me vertigo so bad I had to stop working for a while, and then eventually, yeah, I was at the height of my career. I had 4 weeks going to Italy and trained in the factories from them guys, and they would actually give you a girl to show you around town and everything. They took care of you.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, all right.
Right? And I'm getting bit by a black widow.
Yeah, my ankle, and it puffed up my leg. It started swelling. I went to the hospital. They gave me a IV pump that went into my heart, and every so often it would pump and it would shoot the stuff, and I could walk around with it on. And then the metals in my knee from an old knee surgery broke because the poison from the spider came up and it met like in my knee from the antitoxins.
Oh, really?
And it was some type of cocktail. All that surgical steel snapped.
Oh, really?
The doctor said, I've never seen anything like this. I said, well, dude, I told him, it felt like a wasp stung me. I looked around, all of a sudden another one went, bink. I'm like, oh shit. So he looked at it, he goes, no, there's no wires busted. He did an x-ray, he comes back, the wire's busted. I said, I told you, Doc.
But you could have died, man.
Yeah, I know.
You're sort of lucky that you're still here because...
Yeah,
a bite from a black widow spider can kill you.
Yeah, I have 2 young daughters. And you know where the sliding glass door is shut? There's like a screen door on the outside. Well, I never used that one. And down in the corner is where this black widow made her fucking nest. I was letting my dog out one day, and I was standing on that the rail there, and I was rubbing my arch of my foot and drinking my coffee, watching my dog. And all of a sudden I noticed down on the corner there's a whole bunch of bugs' bodies. And I looked, there's a cocoon, so I get a stick and I open it up, and this was after I got bit. I figured out where I got bit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna retrace my tracks that whole day, see where I went. And she was still in the cocoon. I pulled her out, put her in a bottle of clear bottle plastic, and tortured her for about 3 days.
You tortured her?
Yeah, I put a wasp in there. She killed the wasp. I put a a big bumblebee that I found with like fur on it. It's going to be called Andrews. It's up here. You turn to the right. Yeah, I think it's this next one. And yeah, she lived, and I just sit her out with a little water in the jar. Keep on going. I think this is not Andrew. No,
Not yet. No, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, the next light. Yeah. And that goes through Lakewood, and it goes right out to behind.
So then you put the big bee in there, and what happened?
It died too. She stung that one. Yeah.
Basically, you were feeding her. You were not torturing her. You were feeding her. She thought, "Wow, this is paradise."
And I shook them both up, and I got them all pissed at each other, and they're like fighting each other. It was pretty gory to watch. And then finally, the big one just kind of started shaking, and then it fell over to the side, and she went over to her side. You know, she's kind of freaked out. I just let it sit out there in the sun a couple of days. She lived in there for a while. I put the top on super tight.
Yeah.
All the oxygen would go out. And then she died, and I took her out and I put her on a piece of paper. Me and my daughters tipped her over and checked her out. She had the little the what do you call that, violin on her belly, the red one. That's how they mark them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
It's an interesting thing, though, because that's nature. Those animals fight, and but it's amazing that such a small spider. I've seen them. I lived in the Caribbean, and you know those. Yeah, I've seen those spiders. They're so small, but they're
potent.
venomous.
Oh yeah.
So poisonous. Yeah.
It bit me on my ankle, and I had 2 spots with a circle around it.
Oh, yeah,
and my daughter looked at it real close because I couldn't get a good look at it, and she goes, "Dad, it's a spider bite." So I put my leg up, and it started swelling. It started burning this right at the size of a poodle bit me. Oh, the pain was. I'm like, okay, I'm going to the hospital. So I went there. They said, "Good thing you came, because if that traveled up your leg any further and got into your heart, it could fucking kill you."
Wow.
And I said, "Oh, really?" They're like, "Yeah." So they put like a tourniquet on, and they did this IV through my arm down into the heart W port, and it got into my system, and I had to go to the infusions like 4 days in a row.
But your daughters didn't get hurt, right?
No, I killed it.
Yeah.
Then I bought this thing you can buy from Walgreens. You plug it in, and it puts out a real high frequency, and it drives spiders crazy. They'll take off. They'll get out of your house.
Oh,
so I put them in their bedrooms and all over the house, and
are we gonna
straight down? Yeah.
Straight out soon?
Yep, straight all the way down. It'll come up to Santa Barbara.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, you're right. No, she's right. Well, my mistake. Come on, lady. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
She
you
was
be talking
for me. Yeah, it's your fault, Steven, because you're talking so much.
Yeah, I know, that's what I said.
I just give the passenger the. By the way, Steven, do you mind if I record our conversation for my YouTube channel?
No.
No? You don't mind being on YouTube?
No, that's fine.
Okay, great. Here's my card. And then maybe tonight or tomorrow I'll, if this microphone works, because the microphone is new.
Yeah.
And so I'm testing it out. If it works fine, I'll publish it. And if it's crappy, then we're out of luck.
Yeah.
I'm learning. So, wow.
Then I had vertigo for...
What is that?
Where you turn your head and you feel like you're falling over.
Oh, dizziness?
Yeah.
Or like
I couldn't
losing your balance?
Yeah, like I'm climbing a ladder. I feel like I'm falling backwards. So I smacked my head forward into the ladder.
Ouch.
Yeah. Then when I turn my head too fast when I'm in the house, I'll bump into a wall. You know,
was that because of the spider, or?
They couldn't figure out. I went after this. It was after the spider bite. All that shit happened. So I'm thinking that the antitoxins and all that shit got up into my head.
Oh.
The poisons.
The antitoxins, yeah.
Yeah, they had to put the cure into my bloodstream, and they put like. I think I went to the infusion center 4 times, 4 different jugs of the stuff. And you could feel it go in and kind of burn a little bit. You could feel it go through all your veins.
You think that's where the vertigo came from?
Yeah.
And then that ended your career at Ferrari.
Yeah, that ended the career.
Wow. So Ferrari was a nice place to work at. Was that here in Naples? No, probably not.
It was a small shop called, God, what is the name of it? God, I can't remember. It's one of the only Ferrari places in town.
Oh, really?
Now there's one that's over in Bonita. I started to work for them. I tried to get back to work, and I just couldn't do it with the vertigo. And I can't remember the name of the shop. But that's what they do. I work on Porsche too. I used to do a lot of racing with some guys around town. Go to the racetracks and set their cars up. Kind of all that stuff. What the hell?
So, to which racetracks would you go?
Homestead. Homestead down there where they do the circles and the chicanes.
Is that near the airport in Homestead?
You know, I got somebody drove me there. Actually, I didn't watch when we were going. We had a van with a couple guys in it. I had another mechanic in the back with me. Then the two drivers were in the front. It was a lot of fun. We came in second. That wasn't too bad.
Very good. I didn't know that there was a racetrack there, though. I should look that up. But that's interesting. I love racing.
Yeah, they have little stands for the people to sit into it and all that. They have all different types of classes you can get into. And they had some guys with 911s and 914s. Alfa Romeo was in there.
Of course, then you get also like these days that people can bring their own car, their fancy car.
Yeah.
And then they don't know what they're doing and they crash it.
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I'm a little left here,
straight,
right?
No, straight through.
Straight ahead? Okay.
Yep. And then you'll turn way up there to the left.
All right. Oh, I get it. Yeah. And the next up is the Davis.
Yeah, that's
the end. Yeah.
Kind of cuts off a lot of that room, huh?
Yep. Makes sense. And I'd like to see that. Yeah.
There used to be what was the other track at? They had Sebring. They have a track up there. That's where they have the 24-hour races.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they.
Here, Florida, Sebring?
Yep.
Huh. I did not know.
It's kind of a little shit town, but during the race, it packs up with all types of vehicles, and all these guys come down with their motorhomes. They get up on top.
Yeah, sure.
We made a Scheisterwagen, we called it, where the Germans were working with me at the time. Scheisterwagen means shit wagon. So we made a place to go to the bathroom, a little toilet. We had a porta-john inside of a trailer. We painted it up, and we put headlights on it and a Mercedes emblem on it. It looked like a kind of a car. And you open up the door and there's a shitter inside.
It was just a shit house.
Yeah. We had our own shitter instead of having to walk across the whole field. Instead of having to walk across the whole field and stuff, we had our own. I kind of miss those days. Those were fun. Shit, went to the races. I got paid for it.
Even better.
Took my family up there one time. They paid for the room and the meals for everyone.
Nice.
Yeah. And these guys are just weekend warriors. You know, one's a chiropractor, the other one's a podiatrist. And they got the extra money to play with, so. One had a 280ZX. He was doing really good with that. And the other one had the Porsche, which came in second.
Wow.
We had a turbo on that. We dialed it up nice.
So that one was your job too, as a sort of a mechanic, I guess.
Oh yeah,
to make
tune them,
and to make.
And to set the roads out for the track. You have to set the camber caster. You set up the tire pressures. You want it to lean.
Special tires, I suppose.
Yep.
Like extra soft tires.
We take a crayon and mark the tire. They go a couple test laps. You see where it's really wearing. We adjust it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love races. But yeah.
The smell of the rubber.
TV. Smell of rubber. Yeah.
Oh, that's the best. They got these all-wheel drive Porsches now, man. Those things hang in the corners. Unbelievable. Everybody else is spinning out, and this guy's pushing it. And
They also say that the Teslas are such good racing cars.
I have not seen any of them ever on a course or nothing, but
there's no special class for the electric car.
I don't know if they would be allowed into the field.
I mean, it's gonna come sooner or later.
Yeah, they might have their own field, all electric vehicles in one class.
Yeah.
Because some of them things are like one of the fastest cars is Teslas right now.
Exactly. Plus they have an advantage with the stability because of the heavy battery on the bottom.
Yeah, lower center of gravity, right.
Yeah.
We put these vehicles on 4 scales and we measure the curb weight, and then we get it to tip towards the front wheel, the left, because we had mostly left corners that we were going into. So you want that wheel to grab a little bit more of the vehicle's weight. So I had it all set up. You could adjust bars and stuff like that. We measure it. A lot of people are like, what the hell you guys got? We're weighing it. What do you mean weighing it? You guys don't know what you're doing, do you?
Right.
Crank up the boost pressure a little bit. We had suits the one doctor made that they use for operations, and it travels cold water across the body, so while you're working on the patient, they don't overheat.
Wait, say that again? Is that so?
Yeah, it has a vest. It's got all these little wire or lines through it, and they have a water pump in the back with ice, and he turns it on, and it pumps through his jacket. It keeps him nice and cool.
The surgeon does not overheat.
Yeah, he doesn't overheat then, yeah. You know, guys get in there and they're sweating their ass off waiting to go because they don't have AC, and this heat from the engine is, you know, coming through the firewalls. They don't have a lot of protection, insulation and shit. And the headers are just right underneath them, so they the inside temperatures get very hot.
And so then you run that jacket or that suit to keep them cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I've never heard of a thing like that. But it makes so much sense.
And I was kind of remarkable. I said, what the hell are you taking a cooler in there for? And he goes, you ain't seen this. And he plugs into it and he opens up. I said, you know beer in there. He says,
right.
He put it on and he goes, this is what keeps you cool. Everybody else is pouring sweat, you know, waiting to get going. And he's just sitting there with his helmet on. Everybody else has their helmets off, waiting for the race to start, but they're in the cars.
So I've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah, I kind of laughed about it too. Now that's thinking.
That's smart. That's for sure.
His buddy didn't have one. He's like, well, I got to get one of them made. He goes, yeah. He goes, we can set you up. You know? Up there to the left.
Yeah, to Quest?
Yeah, Quest. Did a couple blood tests. I had an ankle redone, and that's screwed up. The metal hardware is falling out of place.
Oh, ouch.
They did my knee, and my knee kicked the metal apart, so we're testing to see if my body's rejecting all metals.
Oh, then you need another operation.
Yeah, they're gonna have to take it back out and do something else now.
Oh.
But my ankle's like 3 times the size. Okay, I'll try to call you back up when I get out of here.
Yeah, I don't take rides by phone. That doesn't work, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But, I hope I get you again in the app.
Do that.
All right, man.
Okay.
Thanks, care. Bye-bye. And good luck, eh?
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I'll close it.
You got it?
Yeah.